I know you wanted to Air Force, and you're not the most flexible person.
I can be flexible if I'm ordered to be.
Starring the king of the genre, tremendously loved for his role in The Office, Steve Carell has once again delivered a show so funny that you would roll on the floor with laughter.
Go time.
The show has a fictional storyline where a group of individuals are focused to establish a US Space Force. The characters are really lovable and the crew, as is evident, has put in their best efforts. It is a mix between adventure, drama, romance, family, friendship. Space Force is different and with very witty dialogues will make you happy every time you watch it.
I don't know what else to call it, but a pretty sweet deal. So what's it gonna be? You gonna sit there like an idiot, doing nothing? Or are you gonna join Space Force and shoot for the stars?
Overqualified. Not enough pay. Must be a team player. No.
A Taiwanese family of 6, a couple with 3 kids and their grandmother, moved to the US with expectations of living a more wholesome life. The show gives us many laughable moments that portray how the family adjusts to the new lifestyle.
$4.99? I'll give you 2.
The popsicles are a set price. They're not negotiable.
You're good. $2.50.
Ma'am, not today. There's a dog loose in the produce section.
A dog? I'll give you $1 for all of this.
This is a family sitcom as good as any other and quite relatable to everyone with a strict mother and a very friendly father. The characters complement each other splendidly, which gives us the reason for the success of this show.
Justice cannot be blind, Doc. He's got a handle and everything. Come on, boy.
The show was first aired in 2003 but has been continued to make our belly ache with laughter for a very long time. With actors known for their comic roles in the industry such as Jason Bateman, Will Arnett, Jessica Walter and many others, it has qualified as the quirkiest, zaniest and most outlandish comedy show. No matter how many times you watch it, you will certainly get more jokes out of it each time. Most of the viewers believe that the first 3 seasons are comedic gold, 4 and 5 not so much. However, the show pieces together beautifully at the end.
Bias chose to pursue a common interest with his daughter.
Oh, I hope so. I'm looking for something that says, Dad likes leather.
Something that says, Leather Daddy?
Oh, is there such a thing? Hey, gang. Mind if I squeeze in here for a moment? Oh, look at us. Who'd want to mess with any of us, huh?
What the?
I ordered a few Feel Better pizzas to feel better. It did not work.
It is an animated sitcom featuring a humanoid horse who is the father of 3 adopted children. Once a famous star of a 90s sitcom looking to make a comeback, but instead is buried deep in thoughts of self-loathing and has fallen prey to alcohol and drugs. This dark humor, as fans describe it, is honest, sad, funny, brave, amusing and deep.
Why so gloomy, Rumi? Do people not like me?
What were we talking about?
This show is a popular choice as ironically it's more realistic than most series the entertainment industry has to offer. It is a Netflix original based on a guy named Dave, played by Aziz Ansari, who is a struggling actor in the city of New York. The focus of the show shifts in the later seasons, but it still brings largely unaddressed contemporary issues of sex, gender and race into a mainstream comedy. It's unique in the sense that it portrays genuine everyday moments and people in a comical twist which makes the script interesting and very refreshing. The new season of the show is quite the popular choice and is a great show to binge watch.
No, mansplaining is
It's when a man explains something to a woman that she already knows, but he acts like he's teaching her. Does that make sense? What? I was just explaining what mansplaining. Oh, wow.
A show that could not only make you hysterically laugh but can also make you fall in love with it. One Day at a Time is true to its title, and the characters in the show deal with all challenges one at a time and come out stronger. It's the story of a Cuban American family of 2 children run by a single mother who is an army veteran with the help of a mother and neighbor. It showcases the important issues with being gay, young adults, and a single mother, but doesn't fail to humor you at the same time. The cast is superb and they all seem to have a sense of ingenuity, specifically the oldest, their abuelita, the life of the show. Silicon Valley, you guessed it right. This show is about a few programmers who want to create a name for themselves by building apps and more. It creates some truly ingenious humor that produces hard laughs throughout each season and helps you relate to the life of a developer.
I monitor for DDoS attacks, emergency database rollbacks, and faulty transaction handlings. The internet, heard of it, transfers 0.5 petabyte of data every minute. Do you have any idea how that happens? All those YouPorn 1s and 0s streaming directly to your shitty little smartphone day after day. Every dipshit who shits his pants if he can't get the new dubstep Skrillex remix in under 12 seconds. So what do? I make sure that one bad config on one key component doesn't bankrupt the entire fucking company. That's what the fuck I do.
The storyline, however, witnesses a complete paradigm shift, and by the end of it, it all seems to come together like a masterpiece. This show stars Thomas Middleditch, Kumail Nanjiani, Martin Starr, T.J. Miller, Zach Woods, and is written by Mike Judge.
I want a new fridge, a smarter fridge, like this.
$14,000 for a smart fridge? Unlike you, I now work for a living. I'm not gonna drop that kind of dough on a fridge.
I ordered it already. I buy it for myself.
Then why are you talking to me about it?
To make you feel bad. Because you're fat and poor.
It is a story of a Korean immigrant family now settled in Canada and owns a convenience store. Kim's Convenience is a simple yet very entertaining show. The absolutely adorable and hilarious Mr. Kim, the crazy and fun sneak attack of Mrs. Kim, the unending drama around Janet Kim, and the very handsome Jung Kim played by Simu Liu undoubtedly deserves a shout out. This sitcom is the perfect combination of sweet and sour.
You okay?
The fairy princess castle has defeated me. I'm a grown man with man hands and a man brain. I should be able to put together a dollhouse in less than 4 hours. Look, this screw has 3 pointy sides and nowhere to screw it in. And there's wheels. What kind of castle has wheels?
The buzz of its final season that aired recently, after 7 wonderful ones, has taken the fans by surprise. The show is set on a precinct in Brooklyn that fights against crime. With his boyish charm and clever detective skills, Detective Jake Peralta, played by Andy Samberg, has managed to woo the audience. Amy Santiago, another detective in the precinct, and other members like Detective Rosa Diaz, Sergeant Terry Jeffords, Black Gay Captain Ray Holt, Detective Charles Boyle, and the awesome Gina Linetti, each have a depth to them and have a huge influence on sitcom lovers. This show is a masterful comedy infused with action and drama. So if you are debating whether to watch it, you shouldn't anymore.
It is my great honor to present the Medal of Valor to Detective Charles Boyle and Sergeant Peanut Butter.
Oh my God. Charles is getting the same medal as a horse.
At least Boyle was announced first.
Because the horse outranks him. This is amazing.
If you haven't watched this show till now, you're surely missing something epic in life. There is no sitcom like it. Each character is thoughtfully written and played by perfection. This modern family, bound by unconditional love, is truly bizarre, weird, enjoyable, emotional, funny, fashionable, smart, lovable, and so much more that you would run out of phrases. The 11-season madness will be nothing less than the most humorous and dramatic experience ever. The fan following of the sitcom has no bounds and is thus hugely recommended.
Haley has been arrested.
What?
Oh my God.
What the hell were you thinking?
What happened?
Well, it's not a big deal, okay? There was a party and people were drinking.
Oh.
Okay, no, but that's very blurry footage. How can we be sure that that's Haley?
Don't hurt me, I'm just a student. I'm Haley Dunphy.
Oh my God.
So weird. I don't remember posing for this.
Because you didn't. You were in rehab when we sat for this.
I wasn't in rehab. I was at rehab visiting Stavros.
Oh, that's right. We had your face painted on the body of my assistant.
That's why you look so good.
The rags to riches story is pretty common. However, this opposite story of a really wealthy family that loses everything, now adapting to life in a small town, is so heartwarming and delightful that it might change your life. The cast of this show will leave an everlasting impression with some quirky scenes and their charming character traits. The writers of the show have truly put their heart and soul into it, breaking some stereotypes and making this a noteworthy addition to the sitcom genre.
You can't put a price on dignity.
Tell that to your outfit.
This is your outfit.
What?
Good night, Winston. That's ridiculous. I'm not afraid of the dark.
Good night, sweetheart.
Unless the monsters get you.
The name of the show here can be really misleading, as it is a story of 3 guys living with a girl roommate. The lead actress playing Jessica Day is the 500 Days of Summer fame Zooey Deschanel. Other cast members include Jake Johnson playing Nick Miller, Max Greenfield playing the role of Winston Schmidt, Lamont Morris playing the character Winston Bishop, and Hannah Simone playing Cece, with a few amazing yet prominent cast additions throughout, such as Megan Fox and Damon Wayans Jr.
I'm pretty sure I'm having a heart attack, and I haven't arranged for anybody to clear my internet history. I wasn't building a bomb. I was just curious.
The show is plenty fun and the best possible substitute for Friends. It is filled with humor, drama, bromance and romance, which makes it the perfect sitcom.
Oh, yes! Never jumped out of a movie car before.